What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the ban list dropping. I guess Konami had to compete with Nintendo Direct just a little bit. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of this list because of how thick and heavy-handed it gets right after 10 reprints, and they also banned my boy Splash Mage. How dare you? But this ban list does two very big things: Moon of the Closed Heaven and number 67 Paradise Smasher. I think the power level of these cards was absurd, and Paradise Smasher especially needed to go. Weird that it got a collector rare. And then King of the Feral Imps, I feel like you have to commit enough to it that it really shouldn't have got banned, but I guess it's an extra deck rota for a typing, and maybe they consider it for future card creation along with what's happening with it. Ban worthy. Let me know what you think on that one. In the limited list, they go for a lot of decks that were already getting power crept, and it feels really heavy-handed, but they also go after Vanquish Soul. We've got EXT Ryzeal, Malice P. Dormouse, Vanquish Soul Raisin, Fiendsmith Lacrima. A lot of people say it's not Lacrima, it's Lacrima, so I'll give it this once, but that's another 10 reprint there. Link Revo's awesome to see. Summon Sorceress, I'm guessing finally errated. Herald of the Arclight 2-1. That's still going to end up on end boards and that kind of stuff. Zodiac Trident 2-1. Crystron Inclusion. Obedience School to 1. Stake Your Soul, as well as Solemn Judgment. Obedience School is probably for Yummy here. Solemn Judgment to 1. That's throwbacks to my day. I can't believe we're seeing that back on the list. So yeah, Versus really hit hard, and then so is Yummy with Obedience School there. Then we get to the semi-limit, and it's just Branded Fusion. Yeah, that's the list for there. An unlimited glow-up bulb to 3 is kind of wild. Masterpiece to 3, not the biggest surprise. Morphing Jar, I guess Empty Jar is okay in 2025. Phantom Sky Blaster, Snake Eye Ash, and Snake Eyes Poplar coming all the way back. Dragonic Diagram to 3. Now this one might be a little something, considering you can also play it with like Lithosasm and other cards that aren't just Masterpiece. I doubt its power level is too insane. Lightning Storm to 3, I think it's a pretty balanced board wiper for front and back row. And Zodiac Barrage. Yeah, I think Zodiac's fine as an engine here in 2025. And if it gets too crazy, it can just go back on the list, right? Overall, not the worst thing in the world, but the timing being right after the 10s, and so many of these like 10 reprint cards suddenly getting watered down reminds me a bit of 2017 and how fast that happened when the decks were already struggling to a large degree. But also, they do a lot against the newest strategies and do some balancing, and I feel like Draco Tail might be the biggest winner out of all this. Let me know what y'all think, though. Maybe I'm just a bit too salty over Splash Mage.